Yeah, LIRTFLON. Once again, turn me up in the mic. This shit real life. Turn me up in the mic. Yeah. Done been through too much pain, you can see it in my face. Get up and puff that L every time that I wait. I'm trying to catch a flight and travel to some different states. Gotta separate to elevate, a nigga needs some space. Hustle hard and keep it moving, cause I know these niggas fake. Don't wanna see me when they hard, they filled with too much hate. I'm trying to run it up and make sure all my family straight. I want it right now, I swear to God I cannot wait. I started out with nothing, time to show 'em how I'm coming. Chase a bag, you know I'm running. There's no need for a discussion. These niggas, they be bluffing, acting like they gon' do something. These bitches be for everybody, I don't do no cuffing. They switched up on me, so it's hard for me to trust. Don't kick me when I'm down and come around when I'm up. I still keep it pushing, really do not give a fuck. On a mission to be great, they wanna see me in the cuffs. Baby, you turn me on every time I feel your touch. I'm rubbing on them thighs, so I know you know what's up. Just me, you and Henny, baby, all we got is us. Still got love for one another, even when we fight and fuss. Hold me down when I need it, gotta see it to believe it. I'm in this game for life, I can sit up on no bleachers. My heart is turning cold, but no, I ain't got no fever. My shit bumping every hood, you can hear it through the speakers. The ghetto filled with criminals, cause we ain't got no leaders. Ain't fucking with no school, guess the teachers couldn't reach us. It's wicked in these streets, it's hard to roll without a heater. She go down on the nigga, she a eater, I'm a keeper. And I gotta speak my mind, I can't stay quiet. 2020 went through hell, had to start a riot. Extinguish should've put me out, cause I'm on fire. If the sky is the limit, I'ma reach higher. Nobody got me like I got me, so I'm on my own. I was going through some shit and no one hit my phone. Soon as I look at my system, I'll be in the zone. And I'm blessed for all the nights that I made it home. Staying out late as fuck, I had to make a play. I was lost in the fog, but I'ma find my way. I still got my faith in God, so I gotta pray. And I be hoping and wishing I see better days. Yeah, done been through too much pain, you can see it in my face. Get up and puff a hell every time that I wake.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Welcome to Blended Healing. Everyone seems to want to tell parents what they feel is the correct way to raise their children, while also telling us every child is different. Too many of us are being told just out of diapers, small children need to be more independent. They need to be able to make some choices and have authority. However, if any of this exercised outside of the house, like in school, parents will be brought into the principal's office for a conference. We want our children to be organized and aware of their surrounding, yet we hesitate when it comes to that responsibility and expectation because we don't want to stress them out. We are careful about applying logic of you can do good in school and contribute at home, so too many of us just pick one. We don't demand proper behavior in the house consistently. with consequences, but try to defend ourselves when the behavior is now acceptable in the public. When we turn on the news and see our children dying in the streets and being unlawfully handled by law enforcement, we are ready to cuss somebody out, cry out, and all of that, but our kids are not prepared for the reality of the world we live in. The bottom line is that we have to teach our kids. It's a labor of love. It's repetitive. And on some days, you're going to be exhausted. But it's going to require you to get you together because, yeah, they hear you. But more importantly, they watching you. So let's be clear. It's not about abusing the kids, and that has to be stated as that it's too far often when the conversation goes when the issue of structure is brought up. We get so caught up in not wanting to be the previous generation that we refuse to acknowledge that in some of the areas they did get that shit right. But in some areas, we are failing. Wanting our kids to learn to be independent thinkers and to make wise choices, of course, is important. But they have to start with you making the selections and teaching them how to choose in a safe environment. You can't allow your little kids to decide what they're going to eat for dinner. You can give them options if you would like, but that little child still needs oversight by the parent. And if it's left up to the kid, he's going to try to eat pizza every day. And that's not nutritious on a daily basis. Let's keep it above. You're not going to allow your kid to decide to wear shorts and a t-shirt in 40-degree weather. And even though this sounds like no-brainers, but for some reason, maybe it's not. You see, kids are taught to respect authority at home before dealing with the public. There's no way that they should treat the parent as though that parent is their servant that they don't have to listen to. You don't begin teaching lessons at 6 or 7. It starts from day one. You see, our kids are more resilient than you realize. They are not made of glass. They can go to school and be efficient and then come home and have chores that they're responsible for. We are then training our children that one day take care of themselves while even having a job. Everything we do now is a building block to help them become respectful, efficient human beings.
Teaching them what they need to know doesn't mean life will be fair. No. It means that they are not on the wrong side of the situation. Life has consequences, so should your home. These are all the things that need to be taught. And if you find that you need help, please reach out to your family, your community, your church, and various other different professionals if you need help, because there might be an issue. But remember, you know your kid. And sometimes you will have to go with your gut feeling, your intuition. I don't know if some parents realize this, and I'm going to keep it a buck. Kids are 24 hours, 7 days a week responsibility. They're going to learn as you are hands on with them. And when you care about their day, when you discipline them in love, and when you show up for them, you are teaching them when they watch you make responsible decisions. Ashe, ashe. So take care of yourself and teach them how to take care of their health. So say no, get up and go to work when they see you communicate effectively, and when they realize that you don't ask them to do anything, we ourselves don't walk out before them. Your kids are going to experience you apologizing to them if you get it wrong, because we're not perfect people. They'll be able to, recall us telling them about the reality of the world that they live in. And they might hate to hear us repeat ourselves, but the wisdom will come back to them when they face that same challenge as an adult. And if you want our children to have a better chance at life and living successful, we have to roll up our sleeves and parent and support each other in that same effort to parent our children individually and as a community. I don't want to see any more news article about our kids dying senselessly. Dying for what? It shouldn't be that way. Kids are supposed to bury their parents, not vice versa. Teach them up the ways. In spite of, we all agree that we want the best for our kids. We want them to strive. We want them to thrive. We don't want them to be a statistic, especially if we can handle it. Teach them right from wrong. You're your kid's first teacher. Remember that. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing on today. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. Don't take this personal, but take it personal. All right. Bye.